Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It is AD back with another reaction for today. Today's reaction, we're about to get into another MJV animation. Today's horror story, today's horror story, we got 4 food delivery app horror stories. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share it and hit that post notification bell to get notified of my videos. And without further ado, let's get it started.
I used to occasionally deliver for DoorDash on the weekends.
Right.
This happened about a year ago, and at the time DoorDash was new to my area. Not many people used it, but if you worked at the right times, you could still make well above minimum wage. It was a Friday night, and I got a request in the app to deliver to a house around 8 miles away.
What the hell?
The house was on a deeply wooded back.
Hold up, my bad. I
got a request in the app to deliver to.
Alright, so look at the map right now. 7.9 miles, right? His destination is in a green area. That means there's a lot of trees. It's like a wooded area. It gotta be the forest or the wood. Something like that. This don't look right. Because in that wooded area or whatever area he's gonna be in, it's a lot of trees and it's distant from cities as the map shows. This don't look right.
To a house around 8 miles away.
Right?
The house was on a deeply wooded back road with absolutely no streetlights. Like, literally, if you turned your headlights off at this time of the night, you were completely blind.
Right?
I delivered to a house in this area once before, but that was when it was light out. Which, trust me, is a way different scene. I didn't have much for phone service, so it was difficult to find exactly where I needed to be. But after a while, I finally found the place. The house seemed pretty similar to a lot of the other houses in the area. Secluded looking, and right on the edge of being able to comfortably call it abandoned.
Wow.
I pulled up to the house, and because of the limited
visibility, yourself up right
I decided to keep my car's headlights on while I dropped off the food at the door.
That makes sense.
But to do this, I had to keep the keys in the ignition. And so I did.
Damn.
I figured it wouldn't be the end of the world if I left my car running for an extra 30 seconds. I took the bag of food to the front door.
Drop it off,
knocked a few
boom,
times,
leave.
and waited about 20 seconds when my phone went off. I was getting a call from a blocked caller ID. I decided to answer it in case it had anything to do with the food I was delivering.
Okay.
It was some man who sounded completely normal. He explained how he was the one who placed the DoorDash order, and he then asked me if I could just bring it to him around back.
No.
It was already sketched out as is.
No.
So I told the guy, no way.
There you go.
If he wanted his food, he needed to come to me up front.
Yes, sir.
But to that, the line just went dead.
Hell no. Run. 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 Just go. No. No. If he said, can you bring it out back? Nah, you could come up front and get it. I'm right here. And the line go dead? Run.
I told myself I'd wait at the front door for one minute.
Hell no.
If this guy didn't show up, I was just gonna leave.
You should have been left.
Maybe 30 seconds passed, and the guy did show up.
Hell no.
The front door opened, and I looked at the dude. He was wearing a black ski mask, and was just standing there looking at me. I held out the food, but he made no reaction. That's when the guy yelled out, "Alright, now." Right as he said this,
Alright, what? Oh!
Came sprinting out from around the back of the house towards me. My flight reaction kicked in immediately, and I ran straight to my car. I opened the door, put it in drive, and had the pedal to the floor.
Go!
2 seconds. The men were able to hit my car a good amount of times before I was able.
Thank God. Yo. Damn, Ed. Damn, I was enjoying it. Damn. Bro, you tell us some now. Now what?
Able to drive. With what? I don't know.
Good job.
Someone
Good job.
To break my back passenger side window.
Bro, good job, bro.
Dents. Not even a minute into driving off, and I got 2 back-to-back calls from a
No.
I assume we're both from the same guy.
Keep going.
I let both calls ring until they stopped.
Fuck him. No.
I was shaking uncontrollably,
bro,
and still struggling to regain my composure.
You good,
but
bro?
After a few minutes, I calmed down enough to call the police and report the incident.
Yo.
And that was that.
He told some now.
I don't know what ended up happening, and I genuinely don't want to know. I've tried to distance myself from the whole situation as much as possible. It's beyond terrifying for me to imagine
Bro, I hope
what those
he
guys
didn't.
had planned for me that night. A part of me thinks it was just to rob me.
Bro, what the?
Another part of me thinks they wanted to kidnap me.
Creepy.
Worse.
Just creepy. Yo, he lucky as ever. He took off.
I'm 27.
Now,
currently out
three
of
bulls
work.
start running.
I
He
recently got
started
laid off at my job.
He does
as
track.
The company I worked for was starting to go under.
Right.
So, in an effort to keep up with the bills, I started delivering for Uber Eats part-time.
Okay.
A couple of my friends suggested it, and so I figured I'd give it a try until I found another job.
What's gonna be next? Lyft
To my
Eats?
surprise, it was actually good money. The only thing I didn't like was some of the places the app had me delivered to. I live in a city with a lot of sketchy areas.
Yeah, I know for a fact that I had like small conversations with the like Uber or DoorDash people. They be like, yeah, when it get dark, they be like, and sometimes it be a bad neighborhood they gotta go to. Or they just drop the food there, boom, leave, automatic. They don't even think twice. What the hell is that? Is that the graffiti or people?
I try to stay away from those areas while delivering, but there's only so much you can do.
That's graffiti. What the
This
hell?
night,
Why is it?
Saturday, I got a McDonald's order. I
Okay.
usually don't accept those ones, but this night was strangely dead. Which was weird. Saturday nights are usually the busiest for Uber Eats. Anyway, I pick up the order and start heading towards the address I'm given.
Right.
Instantly, I realized it was not in the best area. But by this point, I decided to just suck it up. I pulled up to the house.
Put it down,
and
boom,
right
leave.
away, the vibe was off. It was completely dark with not a single light on in the house. Usually there's at least a light on upstairs, or something that would signal someone being awake and waiting for their order. But the house seemed dead.
I would have immediately dropped off.
Nevertheless, I put
What they be doing? They be like they be looking. They be like, oh, he not outside. All right, failed to deliver. The message gets sent to your phone, failed to deliver.
the
You ain't failed to
car,
deliver.
turned off
I'm just
the
not
engine,
coming out.
Grabbed the order and started
That's
walking
dead.
towards the door. I walked onto the porch, and as I reached for the front door, I saw it. The door was slightly cracked open.
No,
I
no,
knocked, and as I
you
did, the
knock.
door opened slightly more. I yelled out that I had an Uber Eats order, and right away,
Bro.
some man walked to the front door, like as if he had just been waiting right there. As he got closer, I got a good look at him. Now, I'm not one to judge a person by their physical appearance, but this guy was practically covered head to toe in tattoos. The
Okay,
guy looked extremely intimidating. Definitely not someone you
does
want
he
to mess
actually
with.
does?
He had this look of frustration, or almost anger on his face. He was staring at me dead in the eyes. I lifted up the bag of
Here you
food,
go.
and he grabbed it. The guy then started reaching in his pocket. I figured he was going to give me a tip. But no, before I knew it, the guy was holding a hunting knife and pointing it in my direction. My stomach
Why?
dropped, realizing the situation I was now in. I was either going to get robbed for everything I had, or worst case
Why?
scenario, killed.
He didn't even
My
do
mind was now
nothing.
racing. Thinking as fast as
Damn,
I
oh
could,
damn, oh
I
damn,
turned
oh
around
damn.
towards my car, screamed at Derek to grab the gun, and put my hand in my pocket to start my car's engine from a button
Why
on
would
the
you
key.
do that?
But there was no Derek, and I was in no way armed. But I figured if I could somehow convince this guy I was, I'd
No.
give myself a chance to get out of this.
He obviously
All
don't
I could
care
do was
about that.
pray that the threat along with the vehicle starting would be enough to convince this guy I didn't
damn.
come here alone.
Damn.
And luckily it was.
It was.
The guy shoved me back and slammed the front door. I ran back to my car and practically tore the door off trying to get in. I got out of there as fast as I could.
Yo.
I would of course end up calling the police, but I never heard anything back about whatever ended up happening. I assume they didn't find anything,
Bro.
and that the guy was long gone by the time they arrived on scene. But
Oof.
I can't confirm this. If there's one thing I'm sure of, it's how fortunate I am to own a car with a remote proximity key, as I don't think the guy would have bought the whole act if I didn't start the engine.
Facts.
I still drive for Uber Eats every once in a while, but I've since started carrying a knife on me at all times.
You a smart man. See, the thing is, right? If I see a boy like that, like if I was a Uber Eats or whatever type of delivery food service thing, like if I see that, bro, and he literally like pull out a knife on me, I wouldn't turn around and like I'm backing up as fast as I'm backing up and I'm walking. I'm backing up as fast as I can and going. Cause if I see it go like this, if I see a knife come out his pocket just for a little, just a handle, I'm gone. You gotta run. But if he somehow he gonna have to kill me, cause you not gonna take my life.
This happened.
No,
back
that's
in
not gonna happen. And I gave you McDonald's. Come on now, you can't do that. You can't just do that to me.
I just gotten back from work
for free. You can't do that for free.
I was way too tired to make my own food. I always heard good things about food delivery apps, and so I figured that night was the perfect night to finally download one and try it out.
Okay.
I just downloaded the first one that showed up.
Deliveroo.
I then made an account, placed an order at a semi-nearby restaurant, and turned on Netflix to watch while I waited for it to arrive. Now, it's worth mentioning that on this night in particular, there was a lot of snow on the ground.
If y'all ain't see what that little thing was on
20
TV.
minutes, but I figured that didn't account for the terrible driving conditions.
Right.
I honestly assumed it would probably take double that. I can't remember exactly how much time had passed, but it finally got to a point where I figured I'd just forget it and cancel the order.
Okay.
But right before I did, I got a message from the driver. Word for word, the message read, "Can't find your house. What's your personal phone number?"
Why? Don't you already have my phone number? When you do accounts like that, your phone number is, you gotta put your phone number in anyway, just for them to contact you. So like, I think that's how it go. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I ain't order off an app in a minute, but like, I know you have to put in like your information, so they don't know how to contact you. Why would you ask me for it already?
Now, you gotta remember, I had just downloaded the app that night, so I didn't know if it was common or not for drivers to ask for their customers' personal phone numbers.
Yeah.
But I ended up giving it to him anyway. Around 10 minutes later, he would contact me, but not over a phone call like I expected.
Right.
The guy texted me, saying he'd be at my place with the food in 10 minutes. This unsettled me a bit. I was under the impression he needed my phone number so he could call me and get better directions. But I just tried to brush it off.
Okay.
Around 10 minutes later, I would get another text saying he left the food on my doorstep. I went outside to get it and sent a text back thanking him. I figured that was that. But around midnight, I would get another text. It was the delivery driver. The text simply read, "I really liked your sweatshirt."
No! How did you even look at my sweatshirt if you dropped the food and left? There's no way. "I really like your sweatshirt"? It said I left the food on your doorstep. "Thank you. I really like your sweatshirt." How did you get a chance to see my sweatshirt if you left? He's stalking you.
This was now getting extremely weird.
Right?
As the text suggested that the guy had stayed to watch me grab the food from my doorstep. I tried to play it cool.
What, at the end of the hallway?
Haha, yeah, thanks. It's pretty nice. I can't remember everything that was said next, but it was some string of multiple texts that were something along the lines of, "So how's your night going? What are you up to?" And various other harmless messages.
This better be a female.
To these, I didn't respond. At the end of the day, I told myself I didn't know this guy, and I had no obligation to keep a conversation going. So, I just went to bed.
Better be a female.
But come morning, I would wake up to 20-something texts.
Why are you...
multiple missed calls, all from the same number.
Why are you doing that?
It was again that same delivery driver.
What are you doing that for?
The last text was sent at 3 a.m. And as I scrolled through the texts, two in particular caught my eye. One of them read, "I'm outside your house."
Let's read it together, shall we? "Can we meet each other? Do you come home late every night?" Those are questions, by the way. "I am outside your house. I can't see anything through your window." He spelled "your" wrong too. "It's too dark. Look at the timestamp. 2:32 a.m., 2:40 a.m., 2:50 a.m., 3 o'clock a.m. What are you doing at my house early in the freaking morning? You delivered my food." Okay, he's stalking you, bro. Immediately call the police. You got to.
It's too dark.
You got to call the police. Go get a weapon or something.
The worst of it, I would later go outside to find footprints in the snow that I knew for a fact were not there the other day. Meaning, this guy wasn't joking.
was
had
dead
actually showed up
serious.
to my house, and by the looks of the footprints,
Bro.
had walked around it multiple times.
Why?
I've since moved, and haven't received another text from the number.
Good job.
That was the first and only time I will ever use a food delivery app.
You about to start walking to Chinese stores now. You better go to Fresh Grocer or something. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hold up. Alright. I think this is the last story. Yeah, this is the last story. We've been through like 3 already.
I had this part-time job when I was in high school, working as a pizza delivery driver for a large pizza chain. I saw some pretty wild stuff on the job, but only one thing that actually seriously creeped me out.
Right.
I'm making this routine delivery to some innocuous-looking house, but when the guy answers the door, he just sort of grabs the pizza,
Boom.
thrusts a fistful of ones in my face, then slams the door behind him.
Okay.
At first, I'm just like,
Don't question
rude.
it. Walk away.
But then when I count the money, I find that not only has this guy not given me enough for his 20-inch meat lovers, but
Right.
he's not even bothered to tip me.
Damn.
I'd been burned once or twice before when it came to my count, and the difference ended up coming out of my wages, so I
That's
was
crazy.
not about to let that nonsense happen a third time. I ended up banging on the guy's door for like a solid 5 minutes before
I'm like,
he answered.
excuse me.
Like I could see him moving
need my
around
right
behind
change,
the frosted
sir.
glass panel, but totally ignoring my knocking.
Change, I think. that's
In
a
the
change.
end, I lose my temper and say something like, "Hey man, don't try and finesse me out of money. I don't want to have to call the cops, but I will." Boom. Those were the magic words.
My man said, I want my
He comes
money,
right
bro.
up to the front door and opens it up. Not all the way, maybe a third of the way open. This guy is saying sorry a whole lot. Like almost too much. He's all pale, he's sweating, his hands are shaking as he passes me out a 20, just laying the sorry the whole time. I'm just thinking, what's this guy's problem?
He's
But
saying
then
sorry
I catch
a
a glimpse
lot.
of something in the hallway behind the guy, and suddenly I've got a good idea what the guy's deal was.
What is that?
There's a dark red stain on the wooden floor, maybe the size of a manhole cover, and
Not my
next
business.
to it are what
Not my
look
business.
like all kinds.
Immediately, I would be thinking, not my business. Walk away. I'm gonna call the cops, but just walk away.
of
Nope, not
different
my
cleaning
business.
products.
I do not know what that is.
I take one quick look at that, then at the guy, and he just slams the door in my face.
Walk away.
I'm
we
back
go.
in my car and speeding back to the pizza place
There we
faster
go.
than you can say F that.
There we go.
As soon as I get there, I call the cops.
Good job.
As it turned out, I had legit interrupted this guy cleaning up a murder. And from what I heard, the guy was having an affair with a high school girl that was like 30 years his junior.
That's crazy.
She's over at his place while his wife is out of town, orders pizza at some point. Then before it even arrives, the guy kills her because she's threatening to ruin his marriage or something.
Wow.
He had no clue that she'd ordered the pie, panics when I show up at the door, and that's how he got caught.
Damn.
Crazy story, right? But for me, the craziest part isn't so much the whole murderous infidelity thing. It's that before she was murdered,
Right.
this girl unwittingly kicked off a chain of events that would catch her own killer. I had to go to court a bunch of times too, since I was basically
Yep.
the case's star witness.
She ain't ordered
And
that
it was
pizza.
so freaky seeing that guy looking at me
Dang.
when I talked to the prosecutor.
She ain't ordered that pizza.
He literally killed
You
a
would've got
girl
away
with his
with
own
it.
hands. And there he was, giving me
Look at him. Look at him.
death stare.
He like when I get out of here, I'm gonna kill your ass. I'm gonna kill your ass. That's what he thinking right now. Look.
Like I said, I've seen some wild
know where
stuff
you work
working
at.
pizza delivery, but only one thing that gave me nightmares. That guy's eyes.
Look at him. Alright, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share with your friends, family. Whoever got eyeballs, they're gonna watch it. Trust me. And hit that post notification bell to get notified of my videos. And without further ado, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.